if we did, every time we do one of these, we're going to be changing our online presence, of course, for the positive. Claim your business on Google My Business. Of course, most of us would look at that and go, what? But if I just hover over it, you'll see a little learn more to the right. If I actually click on that, it'll actually tell us how to do it. Every one of those steps, they'll kind of give us the how-to. But the only thing I can say is, if I have some bunch of smart people in Google telling me to do this, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to ask questions like, why do I want to, We know that there are millennials that will open their Yelp app on the street right there and go, where's the closest agent to me? Because that's what that does. Just like a restaurant, where can I eat around me? They're going, where's the closest agent? Same thing. People don't open the yellow pages anymore, but you better believe they go to yp.com or one of the search engines to go, where's the closest agent? Who can I have as an agent in this market or whatever? So all of those have a reason for being up there. So it's really not like, hey, I'm going to shut down for the next 3 days and do those. But every single time you do one of them, you've completely changed your online presence. You've put yourself out there to be found in another avenue. So do one this afternoon, and then you got a half an hour on Friday. Do another one Friday. Just sort of click away at that list. And if I did Google My Business, if I actually went in and did it, I literally would just check this off and go, I did that one, and then work down the list. And every time I did one, I would check it off.
So is it like the YouTube or you should change what you're doing, or
well,
just once you do it,
some of these are one-timers. If you claim your business on Google My Business, you could be done. If you claimed your Yelp profile for your business, you can be done. But what we're actually going to be doing soon with Yelp, because it's Google related, is actually sharing reviews and connecting our reviews. So that, Yelp has a review link. So it'd be awesome if you went out and grabbed some Yelp reviews just occasionally or whatever. But then when you get, most of them are one time, but there are some things that you will be able to do, if you create, let's say Twitter or your business Facebook page, and then I'm active on Twitter. So when I'm posting on Twitter twice a day with Engage 121, my website's on my Twitter account. People know I'm a real estate agent. That's the update that Twitter's going to want. Is just, hey, just tweet, that type of thing. So it's sort of all intertwined. We're not shutting down our business just to be like, hey, I want to be found online. It's a minute here, a minute there, and once you start getting it down, it doesn't take you long to be completely active and look like a hero. So that's kind of the key. But just go through those and just do as many, 1, 2, 3, one a week, whatever. But no, every time you do it, you're in good shape. The next section we have is this resource section. So we actually have the ability to add 7 external websites to ours and sort of make our website relevant in our consumers' eyes, give them whatever information we can. So, whether it's community pages, if Manchester.com has a, Chamber of Commerce or community page, if you have preferred lenders, if you have a preferred lender, you can link your preferred lender, to your website and maybe label it, have you applied for a mortgage or are you pre-approved, and click on the link, it would go to, to their website. So there's a lot of things you can do that to sort of make your, website relevant to a potential consumer or client. So we can do 7 of them. We can change them anytime we want. If you have a great school, some communities have an awesome school page. So, a great school page or anything, just know you can link them. All right, so the next section is this review section. So these things are monstrous. Anybody have any reviews yet? For sure.
Where is it?
Yes. Testimonials?
All right, reviews. So I'm going to talk about this in a minute. I'm actually just going to finish this page, but these things are monstrous for us. So as soon as I finish this page, there's one more section. I'm actually going to go in and we're going to learn how easy it is to ask for a review. And then we're going to see where they go and what a difference they can make for us as agents. So just know, we're going to look at that in just a minute. It'll be the next thing we do after I just talk about this professional info. So the last section on this My Website page, professional info, credentials and memberships, community involvement. Extremely important that this is filled out. This is the blah blah section. How much you sell, what awards you've won, that you're multi-million or platinum or, whatever. Credentials and memberships, that you're, GRI or AVR or, whatever, and that you're a member of the National Association of Realtors. You're a member of this board of realtors, that, all that community involvement. You coach, you volunteer, you're a member of this board, things like that. Because that's going to fluff up your site, but actually the community, they're going to love it when they see that. They're going to, they're going to love all the information you put on there. Anybody have any questions on this page? Can't stress how important that page is. That is literally a this afternoon type project. And to get it to where I find your page and stay there should take you less than an hour. Picture, about me, add a video, even if you just grab a stock one quick, link one or two of your social medias, fix your area served, just a few things will get me. If I find your page, I'll go, cool, and stay there. And then there's things you'll constantly be changing, local insights, getting reviews, property insights when we talk about them. That's just going to be bonus. But in less than an hour, you should have your page where I get to it and stay on there and either ask you a question or start looking for houses.
So I clicked on the part where it says view my website.
Yep.
And because I haven't filled out any of the bottom stuff down there, it does show the areas served.
Yep.
But as that other stuff gets populated, like
Absolutely.
resources,
Yeah.
professional info, then it'll start populating. in
Yeah,
as
so
well.
this is a pretty solid website. If I got to this website, I would not, as a consumer, everything that we have is in our minds and what we watch. I would not leave this site. So very simple, I'm gonna have him change the background picture. I'm not a huge fan, but it's sharp. It caught my attention, so that's good. Agent picture is about me. Any listings that'll pop in, areas served, a video added. Share my page, reviews, his experience in community involvement, and then we're going to talk about these in a minute with property insights. So, that's a very clean page that I'm going to get to and stick on because it's got some good information on it.
As far as my listings, there's a couple of teams. How are the team members, are they able to get,
Well, right now, they're, unless the MLS allows them to put them in twice, does it allow a co-list, or you have to have one and then someone's underneath it? So right now they'll only be under that main. We're actually working hard on the team platform now. We actually hired a team like a very extensive team to build the team platform, and we're going to be reaching out to, if you guys have an awesome team, I'd love to take their names and they can be a part of the design of the platform. So then that's what they're looking for, because they're going to just you can't be like, I want it my way, and but they're, the first thing they're doing is like, hey, give me a bunch of teams to talk to tell me what, but at worst right now, this website can be, a picture of two, a team, this can have both team names, things like that, and so you can have one website to sort of focus on. That's the highlight. The other platform can be up and running and may collect leads, but in reality you could be like, hey, this is our website, and make it look like the team website, and no one would know any difference. So ways to make it work until they get the actual team piece up and running. Okay, so 3 pages, certainly a little bit of homework, but anybody have anything right now? Questions or comments, anything? Okay, so we're actually going to go back to the reviews, and we're actually going to start with, we want to have ourselves as a contact in the system. And typically we did it when we launched, we added ourselves, but we may have deleted ourselves. So we're going to check to see if we're in the system. If not, we're going to add it. So what I want you to do now, in the very top search bar, just type in 3 letters of your last name. Like 3 letters, that is the click for us to get a list. So if you anybody pop up on the list? If you popped up, click on your name, get to this page, and just stay there for a minute.
I got blown out.
Oh, okay. Here, click. Yeah.
Yep,
Here you go.
I know.
Now click, just click ERA, see if did you get disconnected from the, yeah, you're good. So now search for your name, right there. 3 letters, your last name. So if you're on this page, stop right there. Anybody not, okay.
Yeah.
I just put it in red.
Okay, so if you didn't show up, now we're actually gonna add ourselves. So at the very top, you'll see this plus add towards the right side. If we click that, the first one is new contact. So even if you're in there, this is how you would add a new contact if someone, if you just met a new client today. So if I do new contact, we're gonna fill this page out.
When I click on add, it doesn't give me that.
So do you have the help piece on the right side that's there that you can hide?
Yes.
So hide that,
Now add.
and then now just go up to your upper right or upper left and hit the dashboard. And you want to just refresh your page and see if you'll, like once or twice, that'll actually trigger that box to pop up. Just kind of weird with some of the.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that.
Like that. I don't have that.
And then hit the little funny half circle thing, like refresh the whole page up here.
That circle.
So the half circle, and then try it. Like once or twice, it'll actually trigger it to that box to pop up. And then you hit the plus add, it'll come up.
She's like, oh yeah, you have it. That right there.
You got it? No
Perfect.
contact.
Just kind of weird, just to like
Bless you.
just kind of a weird
Team gonna be working on that?
setting thing.
There'll be
So.
one more coming.
Okay, so now we're actually gonna go through and add ourselves as a contact. And then we do have to click, again, this is just for us that didn't find ourselves. Client type, obviously we have 3 mandatory drop downs: client type, contact relationship, lead source. Obviously it's us, it doesn't really matter what it says, but we do have to make sure. And then we can just, this agent's gonna kill me that I keep adding contacts to his database. I remember to go in and delete them, but, so this is it, and I kind of obviously verify. So now I'm actually in the lower right, hit continue. This page will come up where I'm just verifying. Again, this is me adding a client, just happens to be a client, just us now, but I'm not gonna make sure that I've, typed their email in right. So now I'm gonna hit continue one more time. And this is actually that lead welcome email that we talked about earlier. This is exactly what it looks like when it gets sent out, when we accept that lead.
Picture to it?
It automatically pops in.
Oh.
So when when it's sent out, that's formulated, that's in the background automatically. So if you're adding yourself, you could actually send this to yourself if you scroll down and send the
I have a
email.
question before you hit send. Is that where you could add the
Yes.
part, if you want to search on the go, click this
Yep.
link?
If I added it in the account settings or the lead and notifications page, it would be on it every time.
But I just did that back then and it didn't pop.
It
But
might-
If you want to search on the go, click this link, and then it didn't show up, so I'm repasting it now.
Yeah, this is a one-time thing. The other one might just take a little time to kind of get locked in the system. Yeah.
Even it got my whole first sentence, it just didn't carry over.
Oh, okay. So it did get in. Oh, we have to look at it and just make
Okay.
sure that it's in there as a link.
So this would only be a one-time?
Yes. This is a one-time. So obviously you don't want to do it every time. You want to do it once
Yeah.
in the beginning. But yeah, so I could either if I send this email, that's going to come to me, but that's exactly what your client would see, and then I'm back to this screen, that I wanted to be on to begin with. So really, I need everybody on this screen, whether you added yourself or you were in there to begin with.
So send the email?
Yeah, you can send it. If you send it to yourself, when you get it, just, okay, that's what my client would see when they get my email. Kind of like that. Okay, so right here, we're actually going to go back to, we're adding we're going to ask this person for a review. So just know, again, super powerful. As soon as we do this, we're actually going to see where they go and why they're so powerful. But this person that I ask for review can be anybody I know. Past client, current client, friends, family, a banker, a mortgage guy, it doesn't matter who it is. We can ask anybody to review us. So I simply add the person in, or they're in my system, whichever way. And I'm actually going to just click next to the 2 blue buttons. You'll see this more. When I click that, you'll see under other, the second one, ask for review. Yes?
So, saying something went wrong with hers. She's not in there, and then there's something went wrong. We tried to enter her. We entered her name manually, because I know sometimes figuring it out for her saved doesn't.
And now you have to give them a plan.
You know what? It's going to be weird, but you're probably in the system. What's the email address?
RWK. And my last name didn't come up. KIL.
My last name didn't come up, but it was in there when I pulled it.
Yeah,
And I did all my
it's-
stuff,
it's
weird.
because I
That's-
knew I had added.
you only have
it,
to
like,
so
Mine's
that's-
doesn't have all the cool colors. Oh.
Oh, is this you?
No last name? It could be because of when we were trying to figure out where.
There it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
yeah, okay.
Okay, you're now referred to as Patty Novak's name.
Okay.
There's no way first.
It's always there. Usually there's a fix for everything, or we can figure it out, so I'm glad we. But, okay, so now under more, I'm actually going to click ask for review.
Okay, I'm asking for a review, so I ask myself for a review? So in other words, you're saying you should put all your contacts into Zap in order to get them to ask for a review?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I keep hearing that, but
Yeah.
you're really gonna say that now?
Yeah. So okay, so now I'm gonna back this up a little bit and talk how I worked to get these and use them. So again, anybody we know can ask for a review.
Are they gonna be, I'm sorry, are they gonna become a task for us to do if we?
Nope. So okay, very important. When we very important when we add anybody in this system, 2 things will not happen, and they're 2 good things that won't happen. They will never be, when we add them, red, green, or yellow. No compliance whatsoever with Lead Router because we added them. They're actually our clients. Second good thing that won't happen is they won't get a single piece of information, no emails, no drips, unless you push send. They won't get a single thing from the system unless you tell it to send them something. So you can add the banker, your best friend, your family member, and they're not going to get hit with just a bunch of silly emails from you saying, spring clean out your gutters or anything like that. So very important, never compliance. I never need to contact them because I got an email, and they won't get a single piece of information from the system unless you tell it to. So you can put your folks in there and they're going to get 1 email, and that's it. So
And where are the sent emails? Are they in your?
they're always under the profile. I'll pull up one of my contacts, in the history. Everything I've done with them is in the history of that person.
Okay.
Can you create a drip campaign with them as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, I know.
Yeah,
already.
and just so you know that your friends, your family, your sphere, your neighbors should be in your database. Like, they are potential clients, and if we always assume that everyone's going to just tell everybody that I'm a realtor, that's taking things for granted that may not always come. So it's not a bad thing that they actually that they're in our system and actually are using them as referral leads and things like that. Okay, so this screen pops up, and basically this is what I would do, and this is what I always did. Was I actually contact this person, and I actually called them up and said, hey, I need a favor. So this person could be a friend, family member, or a banker that if I send a review to, they'd be like, what? It could be a past client that bought 5 years ago. If I send them a review, they'd be like, what? It's literally. Could be somebody that bought a month ago and they've already done a review for me. So, and then I'm actually sending them another one. So when I reach out to them and ask a favor and show them how important it is to me, they know I'm not taking them for granted. And I want to show how important this is to me, that they take it serious. So I would actually, anything you type in this default message changes in the email. So I would go, hey Wayne, it was great talking to you. Again, I really appreciate you taking a minute to do this review, in the link below. And if they click write a review, they're actually going to be able to leave the review. Review, 1 page, 4 parts. Only 2 of them are mandatory. Like literally, they can do it in minutes.
Would this be the same kind of importance as the Zillow review, or does it carry over?
It's more important.
I mean,
It's way more important.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so, I mean, in other words, it's not like, it's not like it would pull into Zillow the reviews that they leave here.
No, we don't talk with, we don't share this stuff. We don't have any interest in what Zillow is doing. They don't like us, quite
Yeah.
frankly, because of what we're doing, so.
Okay, so I just added a new contact, not me, like, I'm
Okay.
gonna really get it done right here, right now.
Yep.
So, after I added the contact, I reviewed them, it gets me to the send welcome email. I'm not gonna do that, because
Yep,
she's
you can-
already
you can
changed
X-
it.
you can X
So
out of
X
that.
out, and then just go back and
Now
request.
find them, and then so you don't have to send that welcome email. They're in the system. Find them now, and then you can get to the ask review. So again, I typed this up, again, I found it, like, I'm actually gonna reach out to these people, because you could send this blindly, take a chance at what comes back, or doesn't come back, So reaching out to them, I never had one person say no. I don't care if they filled out 5 reviews for me, they go, I'll do it for you. So they do it when you actually show them how important it is. Actually, when they fill out the review, when they do it, you get an email that says they did it. So hey, John, John filled out the review or whatever. So, any questions on how to do it? Pretty simple. Actually going to show you now 3 places they go.
So the reviews that your clients used to fill out for us, we would get an email saying, they.
Their customer satisfaction surveys.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so those are totally done now?
They still exist. They only exist for a little while longer because obviously we're not going to all be sending out 2 reviews for every client, So they are working on merging them, and there will only be 1. Right now, there
Yeah, I
still
was
is
gonna
2.
say, we
It will.
haven't gotten.
Ours haven't gone out in
months.
6 or 7 months, and we've called and told
Yeah.
them.
So our.
Well, that's a
clients-
button. That's a button.
Everything's.
Oh, but our broker should have pushed that button?
Everything's right, it's just something's going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Not to my knowledge, they didn't shut it off. Maybe they did, and they're already. ERA's. Going full board with this. So, I'll ask. I'm gonna ask it. I'll push that and see if I can get a response as to maybe they literally shut them off. But so I sent this review out. I get an email that says, hey, this client or this person left a review for you. Now where did it go? 2 places. First place, if I go to when we saw it quickly, but I want to kind of re-show you. If I actually go view my website, it actually changes my website every time I get one. Which changed your website? Who loves? Google. Every single time I get one, it actually changes my website in 2 places. First place, you'll see next to my name, the stars. So that just jumps out at a consumer right off the bat that you're starred.
Wait, can I ask you a question though? Okay, so yes, I'm asking for a review. Do I get a chance to see it before so like I don't get a.
That's why you know what? That's why I reached out to them, and that's why I showed them how that's why I showed them how important it was to me.
Okay.
I mean, I literally have 2 things I've done in that email when I send it, is I made a little caption that said I strive for 5 stars to sort of encourage them, and I also have copied and pasted, if they've left me another review, I don't care where it is and it was good, I will literally copy and paste that verbiage into that message, send it and say, hey, if you want to use this verbiage, this is what you said last time, it's actually going to save you time when they're then retyping it. So I literally have done that, so it saves them time, but in reality, what do I want? That same verbiage, because it was really good. So that 2 things that I've done to sort of, again, push them into realizing, don't just take it for granted, don't go like, 3 or 4 stars, and
So, all right, so can you copy and paste into Zillow your reviews? Or does it have to go?
No, this is done this way. Yeah, this is done this way because, believe me, this is going to be way more powerful than Zillow because, and Zillow, the reviews can matter, but you're fighting with people that are paying money. Zillow's sending the leads out to a minimum of 5 people anyway. Like, it's crazy, but not saying anything bad. But
How long does it take for the reviews to show up? Because on Zillow, it's like 7 days. They have.
No, we're 24 hours or less. Actually, like 18 to 24 hours, they're popping up.
Do you need a minimum amount of reviews for it to show up on the page? Because I have a couple and there's 5-star, but there's nothing that,
So we might look at your My Website page and make sure that you aren't clicked on testimonials, that you're clicked on reviews.
You have to pick one or the
I
other.
clicked on
I
display
think.
all reviews received and it didn't change it.
But reviews
Did you
on
just change it?
testimonials.
Yeah.
It'll be now that it'll be that it'll be a little bit and it'll adjust.
Okay.
So first place, the stars, which look awesome next to your name. The second place is the reviews actually populate. This is what the website looks like. This isn't the background. This is what it looks like, and people get to actually read the reviews. So yes.
Do you have to have reviews to get stars? You don't-
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
It'll be blank until you get reviews.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
So that's the first place. That's awesome. One review. I just simply reach out. However I do it, ask someone to do it. They do it. My website changes. I didn't have to call a webmaster. I didn't have to pay a penny. Great.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm sorry, say I went and asked for 10 reviews and everybody sent me back and then, so now my website's changed. So it stays stagnant again until I get another review, is that how that works?
Well, yeah. I mean, technically,
I mean, like,
not a bad thing to get 10. I shot to get a minimum of 2 reviews a week.
Okay,
That was my goal.
okay.
Was just like. I don't, like, oh geez, I know you, John, would you take a second, like, it doesn't matter. Or you meet a new client, you go show them houses, like, I know I just met you, but got a good rapport, would you mind, reviewing me? Like, just do it, and it's gonna help you. Like, then long term, it's crazy the power it has.
And
So,
that's after you send them an email?
yes.
Doesn't it only display 3 at a time, I think?
Actually,
Three most-
those are the property insights.
Gotcha.
Reviews, if I scroll down here, he's got 2, they would all be listed. It would actually be, it wouldn't keep going down the page. It would be a page that I could scroll down through and see every single one. But when I get down to the property insights, it shows the last 3, which we're going to talk about those in a minute. Then I can click show all properties and they'll all be there. So first place it goes, awesome, I get to change my website. By far not the most impressive place it goes. If I actually go to, so clicks to our brand site, up triple digits, organic traffic, people that don't even know us, up triple digits. I can get a list of agents that work a market in a number of ways. I can start looking for a property and go, hey, I want to see it. Who can help me? That type of thing. If I even just to make it easy, start with at the upper, at the very top, find an agent. Again, ERA.com. You didn't hand me your website and I'm going to look for it. I get to this page. What's the zip code?
06040.
So what this is going to do is actually give me a list of agents in this zip code that in alphabetical order. So every agent, I don't know, I'm curious to see. I'm always curious when I pull up a zip code. So we're at,
Great, ding, ding, ding.
That's not alphabetical order.
well, so look at alphabetical order, right?
No, it's not.
See, you look too quick. I was hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look,
You just put a
but look,
price.
you actually will have, another company that will.
Who's that guy?
Who are those people?
Oh, she's, and they're above Patty.
Patty, no name?
Heather Holly works out of.
Oh, down in Wallingford.
No.
See, there are a few that would work, work the market. They might be on the verge. They might live in, Connecticut, whatever. But literally, they are in alphabetical order, right? With the exception, of course, there's always a T. Actually T, I'm surprised. I'm a W, so I would always be at the bottom.
Did you see her?
So this alphabetical order, with the exception, you saw what was at top.
Yeah, why?
Look at the stars.
Sherry.
Ah.
Look at the stars pop to the top.
Now where did those reviews come from?
We have no reviews.
So, just so you know, like a large portion of our consumers think that Doreen is the best agent in the market.
Wow, well, she is, look at her. It's obvious.
Wait a minute. Who's Andre who wrote all
that's-
those reviews? Good job.
I mean, that's it. That's a consumer going to this page and going, huh, wow. Look at Doreen.
Yeah.
Believe me, they're gonna click on her name and get to her website
And read the reviews.
and expect to see an attractive website,
Yeah.
which starting with background picture about me, got me locked in at this point. A listing, area served, the reviews, local insights, property. So a page I would get to and not go, well, where's like I get to it and go, nice page. So,
Oh, maybe because we don't have that area selected.
but just so you know, I mean, literally one review. So if Doreen has, just because she's up top, if she has, if she works 40 zip codes, I could literally go through every zip code she works. We happen to pick one. I could go through every zip code she works, and guess who's going to be likely on the top of every zip code she works? Doreen. Like, that's one review, covers every zip code you work. So if you have 50 zip codes and get one review, you have one review. If I went one zip code after the other, you're going to have one review for all of them. 2 reviews, 3 reviews. So you actually have the ability to be the top agent, or even one of, if you guys fight for, I'd love to see you guys fighting for the top, like one of the top agents across your whole market. And by the way, there is almost nobody that is scrolling, sorry, whoever's down here, nobody that's going to come down here and go, I'm sure Heather is a good agent. Let's try her. They just won't do it because why? Why bother? Look at these people that got stars that somebody's telling me they're a great agent. Same thing that we don't go, hey, let's go out to eat and scroll through 5 restaurants with 5 stars and get down to one that doesn't have any and go, I'm sure the food's good. Let's try it. We're not going to stay at a hotel with no reviews going, I'm sure it's clean. Guess what our consumers aren't doing? Guessing on agents anymore. They're going right by the stars and going with them. Just almost everybody's going to be glued to those stars and go with it. So you guys can literally get 1, get 2, and just make it a consistent thing so that we don't see our second agent is an agent that isn't even part of this company. Push her down as quick as you can down that list, so she doesn't even show up.
She's not even in the Waterford office?
No, she's Service Break. It's on the right.
Oh,
It's in Newington.
Yeah, it's a different company. Yeah, I mean that's one of our zip codes. I could pull up a zip code maybe closer to that company. Who knows if one of their agents is the top one. So just know, you guys can completely take that over every zip code you guys work. Very simple. Friends, family, worker, co-workers, past co-workers, of course, past clients, current clients, hammer them.
Now, is it limited to those 21 zip codes that you had?
That has nothing to do with it. Remember, that's just the area served. This is all the zip codes we saw on that first page. When we saw that account settings page,
Because Doreen's down in our southeastern area too.
she has this zip code in her market.
Okay,
So ask him.
so that's the next question we should
Maybe
ask
it's
is
in
how
my
do we get
profile.
Those
our zip codes?
that lead zip code page, we made a note to check zip codes with Eric.
That's our broker action.
Yep.
Hook up.
Check zip codes, and then he'll know what to do.
How did
Should we went into our
get a
profile?
distinctive property?
Yeah,
I don't remember doing that.
Did you ever do it at IBC? No, you have to take, that's actually a class that you have to take.
Oh, yeah,
she's done that.
I took it.
When did you do it?
Same time.
So reach out to Frank
Okay.
Malpica,
Yeah.
and he's in charge of that, so Frank will, yeah, I mean, literally, that's a class, they started offering it once a month. It may be full, the next one is May 18th.
Oh, it's free at IBC.
You actually get a ton of advantages with that. Like, your listings are just automatically, like, you can have distinctive properties. Like, to be a distinctive property, you have to be in the top 5 or 10% of the market price, and you can't just get a let's say $100,000 listing. But what it does is, if you are a distinctive property member, that $100,000 listing gets treated much better than if you're not. You can do more things with it. You can adjust it more.
And you can say it on your listing.
Yeah, add more pictures, things like that. So the next one is actually May 18th. I think it is a cost.
Where
because
is it online?
It's online.
Yeah,
Yep. So, and then I assume if that one's full, they're going to offer one in June. It's a big push for them. So awesome to just check that out, but maybe Eric could even help you with Frank. He's in charge of that. So.
Marina prints out our calendar with the training every day, but everybody has that at the top of our ERA. When you log in as your agent, it's right up there, the training calendar.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, that is literally an awesome, designation that you can get, so.
That's one of the benefits to going to
IBC,
because
absolutely.
these things that cost hundreds of dollars are free.
Yeah, if you do it, I think it's like
Covers the cost of
two
your
or $250 to take the one that they're gonna offer. Believe me, if you want to jump on it and actually use it, that's an awesome price because of the features you get. But yeah, go to an IBC, that's free. So, but
Do the reviews expire? They stay
No.
on forever?
nope, stay on forever. They'll scroll down through and so yeah. I mean, the idea is 5 isn't going to do it a year from now. But 2 a week for the next year. Just think if you did 2 a week for the next year, and then you have 100 and 100 plus reviews, and then just then you have 200 and 3. We're talking 6 months down the road, a year down the road, 2 years down the road. The more and more we do, the more attractive we're going to be as agents. Okay, so any questions on those? Pretty simple to do and to ask for. You come up with your own way to actually get them, and you don't want to just send the email and be like, I sent 50 and 2 come back. The idea is but add some folks. Just don't be afraid to ask folks and just ask a favor, and it's so easy to just start clipping them off. Okay, so we're actually going to go back to the dashboard, and we're actually going to talk about. I'm going to actually grab.
So, I was preoccupied with the task thing. How do you get rid of the task by viewing the details or clicking on the down arrow? Because this Birdie Cooper just will not disappear.
View details and then complete it.
Yeah, okay.
It says status.
All right, so click
Go
on
ahead.
the details and it says complete your showing and start sharing your thoughts. Well,
So that one you have to click on showing info on the left-hand side to see the 2 tabs. One of them says showing info, and then you see the completed or canceled.
And then I say complete.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you asked.
I
have a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Under that section that said reviews,
Yes.
and it says reviews display, it said there's 2 options, display testimonials that are managed in Zap or display all reviews. You can only do either or, you
Yes,
can't do
correct.
both.
They're talking about doing both, but right now it's one or the other.
Because if I
Do one or
click,
the other.
if I click reviews, then I'm gonna lose all those great testimonials that we've.
Yeah. So just so you know, one testimonial is more powerful than 1,000, or one review is more powerful than 1,000 testimonials.
Okay, so we're switching that, right?
Testimonials are just not they just don't have any clout in the consumer's eyes. Because what are you not going to do? Type a bad testimonial in there. You're not going to go, hey, Wayne was off this deal. That's really what John said. You're going to be like, oh, I'm not typing that one in. People know it. I know when I read testimonials, it's what you wrote. You could have made every single one of them up for all I know. But reviews, the stars just, consumers just realize that, they don't understand like, oh, you have no way of changing it. But just, when they leave one and go back to the website and see it there, they go, oh, it actually gets there. So we cannot delete them. Unless I did see one, David Moody had one that had 7 F-bombs in it. Swear to God, he was like, he literally was calling me up. He goes, you gotta help me. And we were able to, we literally have to call our team in California to get one to take down, take it, because that's what makes them believable. So what we do know is we send them, so we know who they're going to, and one thing we can do is actually reply to it. So if we did get maybe a less than perfect one, we could reply professionally to it and actually make the difference. And we actually monitor.
Oh, you can reply to the review that's.
Yes. Yeah, I actually encourage anybody to, if they get a review, to just reply to it and go, thank you so much for taking the time to do it.
Right.
Or if it was 3 stars and they go, yeah, good agent, wish they communicated better or something. You could go, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that feedback. I'm gonna work better on it. Because what that actually does is it'll likely draw that client not back to you, but actually have them feel stronger about you. And then if I see that and go, man, why'd she get a 3? Read it, then you reply professional. I'm like, cool. good for me. That works for me. You know, so you don't, you know, we're not always gonna stay 5 as much as we want to, you know, so we expect, we expect a 4 to pop
Some
in.
people just don't give a 5.
Yeah, yeah.
They just
Some-
don't do it.
Yep.
I thought you said.
Some people don't give up. Some people- some people-
Yeah, I'm glad, yeah, I didn't know where that one was gonna go for a minute. Yep.
When you send a contact asking for a review, is there options like they have to do a test? Because when I got them, they did a review and a testimonial. Do they have to do both, or can you just send?
Yeah, no, it actually will just do, maybe it was because you just switched it. I'm curious
No,
if
it's
you.
only one or the other. Like,
Yeah.
there's
I've
never
there's
seen it ask for a testimonial.
Ask for a
It's 5-star,
testimonial,
but
it's
I
someone
also got
else.
testimonials, so it's weird.
Maybe it's because you just switched.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it should clear out because we only have it, so you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do one or the other. Okay, so right now we are going to do what we call property insights. Are we good till 1 o'clock? You guys here till 2? You guys all with me till 3? Just kidding. I can be here all day, but no. I mean, just so I know, maybe I'm going to do this, and we'll take like a 5 or 10 and let everybody go. But this is extremely important, like really important for us. So I say reviews are powerful. These things actually blow reviews out of the water for what they do for us as agents. So what in literally called property insights. So what we're going to do is basically say that we've seen a property, our listing, previewed it, broker open house, or showed it to someone. We've been in a property, so we can do this with any listing in the MLS as long as it's active. So if it's an active listing in the MLS and we've seen it, we can leave this property insight. And anybody that's live, I want you guys to do one with me, but I'm gonna actually take you through the steps. So I'm actually gonna click the plus add at the top. And this time I'm gonna go to new agent insights. And I know some of you guys have done it because we actually were looking in there, but we'll go through this quick. And then I'm gonna click on new property insights. This box pops up. And I'm gonna show you this process, but I will also show you that you can do these on your phone while you're standing in the property. Actually much easier, but I'm actually gonna go through this process so we can immediately see where it went. So address on the left-hand side is an active property that you've seen. And you can literally, you know, any listing. So I just start typing the address and it's gonna formulate a list. If I type too much, it'll actually bog down. So if I just pick, the key, which properties have we seen lately?
I haven't found that screen, I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Plus add at the top,
Yeah.
and then second one is new agent insights.
But
I think your computer wants pop-ups or something, because it should come down, Patty.
But are we on dashboard or are we on? As I said, is your pop-up?
There, go to,
Got it.
Okay. Plus add.
add.
Oh, see, you're doing the same thing. Can't just hide. It'll hide. Yeah, click it now. Let's get rid of that. Just hit the refresh. This one right here. See if it'll app refresh. We've got to kind of trigger the screen now. Click it. See if we can actually get that. There we go. So now we're doing new agent insights and new property insights. So this screen pops up, and we're actually going to. I'm actually trying to find a. Sorry, I need to. I need to quick find a property that I can do.
Carol, what's yours involved, so that if I make a mistake?
Can't you put any property anywhere? Pick one up?
Well, as long as you've seen it.
Well, you can put any one up.
This is actually a live. This is actually a live
It
dashboard.
doesn't matter though. You could put in any address ever and just put completed.
But this guy's.
Yeah, I want to actually leave one to show you guys where it goes. This is a team member, so I know it. Yeah, I just need to quick find a.
I'll do 27 header one.
No,
Because I've seen it, I can write a review about it, and you guys.
Somebody asked you.
This is saying, I'm writing that now, you're more than welcome to do it. But
Oh,
put one
okay,
of
Yeah,
yours, tell me yourself.
so yeah, but you're out of your, you're
I
adding
tried
the
to go here,
show.
share this review.
figures.
You're gonna give a review, so you're gonna give a review.
Okay,
Oh, wait, no, wait, actually,
sorry.
No, that's where he is. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, so I'm sorry, right, so then you scroll down,
It was.
So you put yourself in.
Okay, so
Clients.
sorry, I had to think of a property, so what I need, everyone be able to, did everyone find a property?
Yes.
Like you had to be able to click on a property, so if it doesn't show up, you can't type it in and go. I mean, you gotta be able to click on it. The second piece is the contact name, so this has to be somebody in your database. So if your active showing clients are in your database, you would find them, but just know at any time you can use yourself as the contact. That's why we added ourselves. So if it's our listing, we previewed it, broker open. The advantage of actually using our client is that at any point I can pull up John, my client, and see if I ever showed him Finley Road. Like, did I ever show him Finley Road? It would keeps a history of everything I've shown him. So an advantage to actually pick the client. But at any point, I can just start typing my name and click on it. So 2 things that we had to click on to get to, and then we have 2 more steps. Very important, some people miss this one, the status needs to be completed. And the last piece is the date. Date has to be prior than right now. If it's your listing, you could pick, 10 o'clock this morning, or if you showed it Saturday, choose Saturday. That's, it's kind of the piece. So when I just say, I'm going to say Monday the 8th. So now when I've done those 4 things and hit save at the bottom on the left-hand side.
We don't have to put notes in yet?
No, those are private notes. If you showed it to a client and wanted to put in there, John didn't like this one, or whatever, just for future reference, you can. But that's So now you'll see on the right-hand side, the right side populated once I save the left side. Everyone see that now? Okay, so before we leave this, I want to talk about the right side now. So very important that this is not feedback to the listing agent. This is not what your buyer thought. This is what you think of the property as the agent that's seen it. And again, do this with me and we're going to see exactly where they go. Extremely important, vital, that we are ethical, professional, and honest.
So I was gonna say, so like you have street noise and needs work, or needs paint. So if a client or if a potential buyer, so if somebody sees your reviews and they see that you've got negative comments, is that gonna look?
Well, I have to be honest, because if I say house is nice, in good shape, and then a consumer sees it and goes, because they do, and they are clicking on us and going, hey, can you show me that one? And then I show up with them at the house and they go, you think this is good? You don't think that's loud right there? You know what I mean? So we have to be honest, but what we need to be is professional. So we have to balance the honest and the professional. And you know what? If I walk in a house and it stinks, and it's $100,000 overpriced, and I know it, you know what I can do is not leave an insight on that property, because what I should say, it stinks, needs needs cleaning top to bottom, and by the way, it's overpriced. And I'll tell the listing agent that, honest feedback. But am I going to put it out there for everyone to see? Probably not. So, but needs work. If I can spin that to a potential needs work, but look at the price. Like or needs work, but look at the location.
Right. Do they see your comments that you make?
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna show that the world is seeing our comments. So
Undo these. So if you want to select one, and you want to deselect one, how do you deselect?
just click on it and it'll unselect it.
It used to be that, you can only pick 3. How
Yes.
come you were able to pick so many?
Well, you can only click 3 of the highlighted ones.
Yeah. But you have more than 3 picks, you have 4. Look, you keep picking them.
Oh,
She's got
Yeah,
you can only select 3, it'll. 1, 2, 3,
I've got 4.
I've never. She's clicking away over here. I've never seen it. I don't even know.
But I can't, but it won't let me deselect one.
I've never seen you. I don't even know how you picked that many. There you see it. Click on that, and then move. Did it?
I had it open this morning.
Look at his face.
I don't,
We could say great fix.
Like I wanna get rid of that, because it doesn't mean.
yeah, you know what, you might, I mean, you literally could just start it over, like come over here, well, and hit completed, you could make it new, and then save it, just scroll down a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, you could, I mean, if you obviously don't want to leave it, so you could just not leave it or start over. I've literally never seen,
No, I got three.
I want to look at that, because I've literally never seen you be able to click. You're supposed to be 3 and it locks out.
I win.
Property in.
Oh, this does say
If
that.
you ask a question to a specific person, you change
Why
it.
would you want
Just good potatoes.
So if I send it to myself, but I want to put the real person that I
No,
should.
no, I'm saying the fact that she's able to click on it.
I would not this one. Not this one, because you must have set up a, were you playing around and showing us something?
So I set up like a showing appointment, but I use my name instead of the client, because I type it in.
Yeah, right now you can't, but you could later on, but in reality, you know, it doesn't show who the client was, and there's no name connected to it, so. All right, so if you guys are actually doing this, so to kind of go back to, that right side, of course, we're ethical, professional, honest. If I can say needs work, but it's in a great location, so the, whatever. So, but also, the very important in the comments section, some of us can only do 3, apparently some of us can do 4. But,
Now I got it.
should be able to do only 3 of those. But,
I went out and went back in and now it only lets me do 3. I had beginner's luck, that's all.
so very important with the comments section. This is really where we're going to make the difference with like connecting with a potential consumer or buyer. So in the comments, we never talk about 3 bedrooms, 2 bath ranch, because that's in the description. What we want to do in the comments is pick out 1 or 10 things that set the house apart. Open floor plan, upgraded, granite, kitchen's new, bathrooms are new, big backyard, first floor bedroom and bath, full basement, big garage, whatever. Pick out some things that set it apart, and then that's what your comments are going to be. And again, as soon as we save this, some of us have done these, some of the group, so as soon as we save this, we're going to immediately see where it goes and why we're doing this. So let me just quick finish mine and then. Okay, so everyone that's done one, if now we've typed it, I would normally do more, but we're going to wing it now. So if I hit save on the right-hand side, we do want to sort of look at this and make sure that we've typed right. I mean, we can fix them, but the idea is to make sure, okay, all positive, we're professional, we're ethical, and spelled everything right. But when I save this, it says that I've saved an agent insight. So now where did it go? We're going to immediately go. So if you guys that left one will follow me to our website. So we're going to click on our name in the upper right hand corner. Then we're going to click on my website. And then we're actually going to view it. So now we're going to check our website out. And when we're on this page, and scroll.
Wait. So you're in, wait.
No, go down.
Wait, when you hit, view my website, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then we're going to scroll down to the bottom, and this is I immediately just did it. This is the property insight I just left. And if you guys left one, you'll see yours. So again, what did we just do? Change our website. And who loves that? Google. So we have the ability to just instantly change our website just like that.
So how can we get rid of an old one?
Wait.
It usually moves the new one
Where
to the
did you,
top.
how did you,
Yeah, but
how
how
do
do
you
we get
scroll
rid
up
of
so I
the
can see
old
what's up?
This is just my website. This is viewing my website.
No, we're there, but wait, I don't have that.
Patty, the
We
way
just
you
did one, it
add
didn't come
a
through.
new one, I mean, the way you get rid of an old one is like adding another one that takes its place.
Well, you gotta scroll
You
up.
bump it out.
No,
Wait,
just gotta bump it
Oh,
out.
go to the top.
You gotta hit view my website. This is the back. We're not actually checking out the website. Now this is what your website looks like. You scroll down to the bottom.
Yeah, that's why you add yourself
Hey,
as
there's
a
your
contact.
client.
You see
Look
it,
at this.
say it's not a lie.
Yeah, and you put all
But it's not right.
And then here's
Now, I
property
tried,
tour.
when I tried to X out of the
How
one
far
that
back
was
can you
giving me 4 or 5
If it's,
options,
if it's still
showing up
active,
as
you
one.
can do it.
Because it's always gonna show your last 3 that you hit, so add more, and it'll bump it down.
But I want to get rid of the one down there.
Did you just send that review out?
Yeah, it was me.
I
I was, I,
bump it down.
You asked that.
I would already show.
Peg asked for a review for me. She said, so I sent a review to me so I could do it.
If you might
It's already on,
then we
it's
actually
already
see
on.
what it looks like.
Open up the list.
Okay. Okay, by the way,
How do you get back to Zap?
Peggy sent a review out a little bit ago and has it answered, and it's already populated on her website.
Yay.
Okay, so
You said that too.
okay, so back to the property insights. So again, populating our website is a huge bonus in the Google continued activity world. It actually keeps track of every single one you've ever done. So it actually shows that you're a very active agent. So scrolling down through here, they could keep going for as long as you've done these. If the property goes, gets sold, pending, expired, it actually will turn gray. But what it still does is actually we are still linked to that listing page. So if I just click this listing page, you will still see that we did an insight, that Al did a property insight on it. So it's still connected, right? Even though the property's off market.
She.
Okay. How can
Well,
you
no,
delete
it's not
one?
okay.
I'll get it. How can you delete one?
She just went to my listing and reviewed it, but she
Yeah,
just clicked anything.
But that's okay. It's okay.
Yep.
But I could just add new if that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So what we would do is, did you do it under your name? So yeah, so these are not to be taken lightly. Extremely powerful.
She's a quick learner.
So we would actually.
She said, my face it needs work, it needs painting, and I'm like, oh
We would actually.
It smells bad.
We would actually pull up the client,
Yeah.
which would be you, and if we scroll down this list, we will get to showing appointments. And the last one you did would be at the top. If we hit view details, it's just a few steps. We can do this after. We hit view details.
Yeah.
We would go to showing info, and I would take status from completed to new, or I can just change it here. Status completed to new will wipe it out totally. Like I never even saw the property show on the left-hand side. The right side would be like, I probably shouldn't have said that. Let me change it. Okay, so back to where they went. Of course, our website, just like the reviews, not taken lightly that we're changing our website that easy. But of course, they went somewhere else to be that powerful. So if I actually go back to, you know what, I'm gonna quick delete my cookies so it forgets I was ever there. Now I'm going back to the famous ERA.com. Again, clicks to this site, going crazy, people that have never seen it. We found out how to find an agent, but now I'm just like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm just gonna look for a house right here. So I find a property that I've done. I could either, of course, search it like this, or I could be looking at properties in Westfield and just scrolling through and just randomly looking at them. From the brand site, this is not me, this is not my website, it's not even the company website. They actually get down sort of to the company, but you'll see in no way are we connected. They don't even know me at this point. I'm scrolling down this page, looking at it. Bedrooms, bath, price, looking at the pictures, the description, and I get to the next section. Actually, X this out. And I will actually see, this is the insight I just left, right here. So I am actually appearing as an agent that saw this property on the brand page, national brand page for this listing.
Nice.
I still say that I shouldn't be on that page. Like, how am I on a listing page, at the brand level? It's crazy that we have the ability to be on the brand page of at that level.
But great, your
that's,
name's out there again, your name's there again.
I mean, that's why they are by far our most powerful tool. The click-through, so of course, again, national site, I have the ability to click on Al, and where's that go? Al's personal website. Right from the national page. If I click, of course, I am actually looking, so odd thing, we kind of watch our consumers, and we see that the listing agent is actually Al. I mean, it actually is Al's listing. But so we do protect, if it's in our office, we do protect the listing agent, give the chance for the consumer to see them. But in reality, it's an odd thing that they're scrolling down through here,
Al disappears.
and it actually takes them until here to go, that agent's seen the property. Of course, the listing agent's seen the property, but when they see this, it just clicks like, man, that agent's seen the property. I wonder if they can answer a question for me. Yeah, hey, you've seen the property. How big is this? How big is this? Does it have a big backyard? What's so special about it? And so the click through for one of these three things is above 40%. Crazy number. 40 out of 100. We're talking about, that sites that get, hundreds of thousands of hits. I mean, like hundreds of thousands a month. And we're getting 40 out of every 100 that are clicking on our agents because we've seen the property. Any listing in the MLS, as long as it's active. Their listing. Only ones that can do it, but we can do it for every listing. And appear as an agent, local professional agent that's seen the property. And have that click through for someone to get direct access to me.
Do you think it's a good idea when you write the comments to put some, because I don't think that will click with everybody that you actually went and saw the property. So should you put in there like, oh, I saw this property on May 7th and blah, blah, blah.
Maybe skip the date, but when I saw this, if you if you came up with the right verbiage, you could actually get pretty creative with, it says,
I didn't see
but not a bad thing if you came up with, no one's ever said that, but if you came up with the right verbiage that made them immediately think that you've seen the property, I like it. But I wouldn't go, I saw this property. If you can just come up with without me saying I saw this property, when I read it, I go, oh, yeah, so that, not bad.
Say something like when I drove up the driveway, when I walked through the door,
Right.
my first impression.
Yeah, things like that would be just a bonus, to kind of go back to the power these have, just picture me as a consumer looking at $300,000 houses. And I look at, the first one's $295, and I see your name underneath it, and I go, oh, cool. Go to the next one. Next one I look at is $310, and I see your name under it. And it's just a matter of time. We know that it's a matter of time, that second, third, fourth time where they go, maybe that agent should help us because they've seen every property we looked at. So picture you doing this in a school district, in a zip code, in a neighborhood that's hot or good, or in a price range. Pick a 200 to 300 price range, or 100 to whatever market's hot, whatever. And just every house that I see in whatever I'm looking at, I see your name next to it.
So, I know for our own office, we do quite a few tours. And when we first did this training, the first 2 times we did it, we said, either do it when you get back in the car, like if you're carpooling, because you can literally sit on your app if somebody else is driving. You could be reviewing Ryan's house, Doreen's house, Patty's house, anybody's house, right then and there, you're just sitting in a car. Or when you get back to the office, give yourself 15 minutes to write reviews of those 7 houses. That's a really good time. That's when I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
I looked, my last one, I haven't done one since September of 2016, but that's when I would do them, even if it was a primary tour and they weren't our office ones. Because like you said, you're getting into other people's houses too. And if you're showing up, that's important.
Yeah. So, get access to this. The first thing I did was like, whoa. I literally went to the MLS, and pulled an active listing, just a report with every active listing in it. Mine was 473 at the time. And I went one by one and said, did I ever see that property? And if I did, I went, I'm gonna leave an insight, because it's active, I can still do it. I don't care if it was 6 months ago, if it's still active, you can do it. And then I created a second column that said, you know what, I'm gonna go see this one. And it's a 5-minute preview. Like, you have to be able to be in the house, like literally up and down, you know, I'm not analyzing it. I'm leaving going, property insight. That's another chance for me to show up on a listing page. So I'll take over a price range, a zip code, school district, whatever, and then every house, the minute it comes on the market, I just need to preview it. Just 5 minutes in and out. I got buyers, I want to, preview it, but, whatever you got to say to get in it. 5 minutes in and out, you've been in the house, leave an insight. And that's another chance for you to show up on another listing page, just one after
Do you
the
actually
other.
go to the house?
You have to.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, you don't have to, but the first time a client clicks on you and goes, since you saw the house,
Yeah,
where are the 3 bedrooms?
Oh, yeah.
And you better be able to answer, otherwise you're done.
Yeah.
So you don't have to,
I will-
but yeah, no, I know.
But doing it after a tour is a great way for a new agent who might not have a ton of buyers to get their name out there. Because you did go in the house at that tour.
Yeah.
So you do have insights, even if you don't have buyers that you're running around and you can't do it the minute the
Yeah.
showing's done.
Yeah, who in this room, been in the business a month or 30 years, wouldn't want to be at the top of a list of agents by getting reviews, and who wouldn't want to show up on a listing page?
So can you go back to
Yeah.
the listing thing again? What did you say about the national? How did you say that he's showing up on somebody else's listing, or what did you say?
Well, this is I am in no way connected to anybody. I haven't logged into any sites. I didn't find an agent on their site. I am on ERA.com looking for houses.
Yeah.
And every single listing that you leave an insight on, you will appear on that listing page at that level.
I got it.
And then that's where our click-through is coming through, where people see you one after the other and go, by the way, buyers, sellers, both doing the same thing. We have agents across the country, and first one was an ERA agent in Florida. Saw her at IBC, did one-on-one with her. Like 45 days into it, 2 listings and a buyer, because she was purposely doing it and purposely asked, hey, do you mind where you saw me? And the sellers both said, well, we were looking at properties, and like the third one in, we saw that 2 in the neighborhood and 1 was like a block over, but it was houses similar to ours. The third one, we saw your name, we go, well, we probably should have her over and talk to her, So it works both buyers and sellers. But yeah, you're right, a new agent, look like a superhero. You can be at the top of the list if you wanted to be on agents and be the best agent, and you can appear on property listing after property listing at the national level just by previewing houses, which of course is never bad anyway. Okay, so that's the power those have. Any questions on those? Any comments? Again, both reviews and insights, not hard to do. Just got to, sort of get consistent with it and stay with it.
And these ad buttons didn't used to have this a year ago. Like, you had to go into your client, you had to schedule the showing.
Yeah, it's much
so
easier.
much easier now to click add and get added instant.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that before.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had to way level
Yeah.
deep into
Definitely easier
This
for
is
sure.
way easier.
Yep.
First time it was listed.
Okay, so right now, you know what? Anyone want to take like a 5-minute break? 10-minute break. So be back at 11:15, and we're going to finish with probably two more things. So I think by noon we'll be done, and then we'll be here after for questions, one-on-ones. Jules and I will both be able to help you with anything you want. Sure.
This new review that I did, Peg sold my house a few years back, so I sent a review for me to do. So this is what she got back. So it's there, and as you saw, it was on her webpage.
Yep.
Now it says to share this review. So if I click on this, I don't understand. How am I sharing it by her taking me to her webpage?
Oh, you actually.
I'm in a training and won't be
And
able
it's
to
not
make
even there.
for lunch today.
All right, so let's go back to, let's just.
Go back to the email.
No, let's go back to Zap, where that's
Zap
open.
is there,
Yep.
Google.
And let's go to my website page. And let's just scroll down to the home section.
Right, what it shows is there.
Okay, yeah, so let's make sure that we,
Yeah.
How do you get nicely
I love this offer.
qualified buyers only?
okay, so, did you just click
No, and
this
anybody
one?
coming in that's not paying
No, no.
qualified.
I mean,
Yeah,
you did testimonials prior, so
Oh,
during
yes,
this section,
yeah,
yes.
that's gonna take a little time to
My
update.
seller who doesn't.
Okay, but this is still, which is fine, but what I'm asking you is when
Make sure
we
Yeah.
get this email.
I'm gonna have to ask, because honestly, I've never seen this before. So I don't know if it's something they've added, but I don't know if once the reviews come,
Because I'd love to share that like on.
But you can
Once-
say,
I'm gonna- I can-
all these-
once check and see when the reviews take over the testimonials on the site, and it actually appears on the site, that if you click that, if it gives you a different option, you know what I mean?
Well, when it
Because right now, the reviews aren't live on the website, because you just click that button, and that's gonna be at 24,
Is this, no, view,
I
wait,
picked
wait.
up a piece of paper and I see.
So this is Peg's actual
Yes.
website.
yeah.
There's my review.
So what didn't happen is if you
Is
scroll up,
that not weird? It's my.
it didn't officially take over yet, because the reviews haven't, like that populated, but the stars haven't populated yet. So it's not quite done yet.
What can I do?
Yeah, so honestly, I'm gonna have to ask them why it's on there and what you can do with it, because I've never seen it, so I don't know that it's literally a brand new thing they just added and are in the process of thinking, like, hey, where do you wanna share it with,
Yeah, that's
or
where I have
whatever.
to go with it.
So, yeah. But one thing you can do is, and it might be this, if I share my website on Facebook, then the review would be on it. That might be
So
what
what would I
it
do? So I'm gonna click this.
is. Well, I would wait. I would wait till it becomes 100% live.
Okay.
The star,
So
what I
check it
mean.
again on Friday.
Later today or tomorrow.
Alright.
You know what I mean? Should be.
Okay.
Oh, how you doing? I missed the very beginning. I had an appointment.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know like who you are, with, what your function is.
So I've been traveling for 2 years. So now I'm training in eulogy. I just travel around.